Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Let me tell you, it is early. It is 8 o'clock in the morning and I am never up filming this early, but I wanted to film a review on the new Born This Way matte foundation that Too Faced just came out with. And I have some crazy wild plans today, let me tell you. And we're going to put this foundation to the test. So if you guys are new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe. That button will be down there, and give the video a thumbs up. And if you guys want to see how the Born This Way matte foundation performs, then just keep on watching. So it came in this little cute PR box, and I think they're doing a lot better with how PR packages are sent out. They used to waste so much product by sending the whole line of foundations out, and now they've kind of sent emails out to find out what shade you would be, and they send you your exact shade that you choose, which I really like. It just helps with like the packaging. The cardboard of this is not as big as everything else, so I really appreciate that coming from brands, you know. And now I don't have 75 different foundations that I have to kind of like figure out what I'm going to do with. So it comes with this little card just letting you know the shade range, and there are 35 available shades. I mean, do I think that there could be more available shades? Yes, 35 is not that much when the staple has been kind of 40 or like 60. So, I mean, we do have everything from a really light to a really dark. I am not of a deeper complexion, so I really can't, you know, talk too much about that. But the shade range looks promising, but I really can't speak for that. So my shade is in the color Nude. So this has 5 very big claims. 24-hour wear, which I don't think there's a foundation that's ever worn perfectly for 24 hours. It's got oil-free and oil-controlling. Transfer resistant, which is something that the CoverGirl foundation claimed to be and was not. Humidity and sweat resistant and waterproof. So we are going to be testing every single one of those claims today. Probably not the 24-hour one, because I'm not going to wear this foundation for 24 hours, but I'm going to wear it as long as I can throughout the day. I like this bottle a lot better than the shorter fat one. This reminds me a lot of the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, which I love. Oh my god, that concealer was so good. I loved it. I just never repurchased it, but it's really, really, really good. And I used to really love the Born This Way foundation. It's just when I was wearing it, it wasn't really great for oily skin. And at that time, I had oily skin, and it really wasn't doing anything for me. So this is definitely going to be great. So we're going to start our makeup routine the exact same way. I am going to moisturize my face first. I'm using the Glow Recipe Watermelon Moisturizer. And I'm just going to make sure that my skin is hydrated, because I do this before any foundation. I really don't want there to be pretty much any difference in how I apply it and, you know, the products I use, just because I don't want there to be any other variables besides the foundation itself. This leaves like a tacky base, but because I want to, you know, do a little bit of oil controlling, I'm going to use the Urban Decay De-Slick Primer. And I'm going to pop that right in my center of my face to control my oil. I don't want to apply too much, because this really will suck the moisture out of your entire face, and that's really not what I'm going for. But today is going to be a wild ride, and I'm taking you guys through the whole entire thing, which I'm so excited about. Some of the things I have planned today to really test this foundation are crazy, and I'm really excited for you guys to see. So we're going to apply the foundation like we normally would with my Morphe sponge, and I'm going to apply it to the back of my hand. I am going to shake it up first just to, you know, make sure that it's all shooken up. This is, I think, 1 fluid ounce. Yeah, so this is 1 fluid ounce, and it's a pretty heavy bottle. Like, the bottle is pretty heavy. It's luxurious. It's got the frosted glass. I really like the packaging for the Too Faced Born This Way collection. I really do think it was very luxurious. So what I'm going to do is pump probably 1 or 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and it's a little bit runny. Wow, that's actually a lot more runny than I kind of anticipated. And I am just going to take my sponge and apply this right on my skin. It doesn't say coverage wise, so we're really going to test that out to see if this is like medium, full, you know, what is going on with the foundation. But so far, it's gliding on really nicely. The one thing I worry about with matte foundations is clinging to any dry patches, clinging to any texture. You know, they are a lot drier. and stuff like that. But honestly though, this is looking pretty good, and without setting it, it looks pretty radiant, which I am okay with. Who knows if this is going to be like a semi-matte or a demi-matte, because honestly though, like, I don't think I would be mad. I think I'd be a little disappointed if it was like full on, like uncomfortable drying out my skin matte. But I mean, it's looking pretty good. It does have some natural shine to it, which I really like. Okay, so 2 pumps did one side of my face, which I think is a little like much. That would mean I've used 4 pumps entirely for my face. And I personally feel that that's like a lot of foundation, but it is giving pretty good coverage, I would say. It's definitely like medium to full. I don't think it's like a full, like a very full coverage foundation. Like, I definitely can see some of my natural skin peeking through, but it's definitely buildable. I could most definitely go over this with like another layer and it would become definitely more of a full coverage, but we're just keeping it as natural as possible. I want to wear it how I would wear it every single day, and this coverage is really good. It's not something that I would change. It covered up my redness, so honestly, that's the only thing that I really worry about is my redness. I'm definitely noticing a little bit of creasing right here in like my nose. It's definitely gathering up there, which I am not really like the biggest fan of. But other than that, like, it really does give a really nice finish to the skin. It's more of a natural finish, I would say, without setting it with any powders, without any other product on it. It is very natural. The color is a little bit light for me, but this is definitely going to be something I can wear in the fall to winter time when I lose like the tan that I have now. But so far, I am really liking how it looks on my skin. So we're going to just go ahead and apply some concealer and see how the concealer kind of blends with the foundation. Okay, so this is what my skin looks like with the foundation and the concealer on. Yes, I look a little bit Casper the Friendly Ghost. I'm not really 100% like all about that, but I am going to finish the rest of my makeup and I'm going to come back and show you guys what it looks like before we go on to our wear test. I am back. My foundation is done. The rest of my makeup is done for today. I didn't change anything compared to my normal routine. My bronzer was like going on extremely patchy. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, like, I went in with like so much bronzer because it was just like really patchy, like right here. And I'm not sure if maybe I forgot to set that area, but I went over my entire face with translucent powder and then a foundation powder. So the only thing I did notice was it was a little bit patchy when I put the bronzer on, but the blush was perfectly fine. The highlights went on fine, and my skin looks really, really good. I definitely think I will spray my face one more time with the setting spray just because I feel like it looks a little bit dry, and I feel like it's looking a little bit textury, like around the creases of my nose, and that's not going to be good for long day wear. So I'm going to spray my face one more time. Overall, this foundation is really, really nice. It is definitely medium to full coverage. It definitely can be built to that full coverage that you would like. That's exactly what I did. The color does not match me perfectly, but that's okay. We made it work. And I don't know, I'm just like not loving how the bronzer looks on this foundation, if I'm going to be honest. I don't know if it was because it was like too drying, that it was like just coming out patchy. I'm not 100% sure. I'll definitely have to try this on a different day and see if that same thing kind of happens. But we are going to go on an adventure today. So if you guys want to see kind of how this wears throughout my entire day, then join along with me on this wild ride of crazy shit that we're going to do. Okay, so I went paintballing, and I don't have any pictures or videos, but I do have one that I will insert right here, and that is of my boyfriend's niece. So that is kind of what we were wearing the whole entire time. So the only thing I did notice about the foundation is it definitely removed from my nose. But this whole thing went across your forehead and covered all of your face. And I'm just noticing a little bit of patchiness here and on my nose. But other than that, if you guys can see, the foundation has not moved. I was sweating. It is 86 degrees outside, and I was in 2 layers of pants and shirt. and this foundation has not moved. And this is definitely an extreme test. I feel like a normal everyday wear, like it wouldn't even rub anywhere. Like I'm rubbing on my face right now and there is no transfer, which sounds promising. So I'm gonna wear it for the rest of the day. I have a couple other things planned. I'm gonna test the claims of this foundation, but as of right now, this looks pretty good. And I'm just gonna put a mask on my face anyway, so it's not gonna really matter. But that is the one thing that is very promising by like always having to wear those face masks. My foundation always seems to transfer. I can't really get it to like stay no matter what primers or foundations I use. So I am going to, you know, continue testing this. It is only, I think 1 o'clock and I put this foundation on at 8 and it's looking pretty good. So I will see you guys back in a little bit for another check-in. So this has got to be one of the weirdest ways I've ever ended a makeup review on my channel, because usually you will see me sitting in my studio lights with, you know, all of my camera equipment set up. But honestly, we're filming this on my iPhone because I really wanted to test the wear of this foundation. And as you guys have seen from the other previous clips of this video, we went paintballing. And that really, I thought, was going to break the foundation because I was taking a mask on and off my face. And I was also sweating. I had double layer clothes on. And I really thought that the foundation was going to break from that, but it did not. And so then I came home, got ready. I went to the mall and I put a face mask on. Nothing has changed. And then I wanted to test the waterproof claim. So what I did was come home, put my bathing suit on, and I went in the pool. I wanted to test the waterproof claim because there are a lot of foundations that claim to be waterproof, but who's really gonna test that theory? So I was like, I'm going to. And as you guys can see, my skin still looks so good. Besides like a little bit of patchiness here and on my nose, my skin still looks amazing. It's still very matte. It's still very shine proof. It's not even settling in my fine lines. It still doesn't even feel like there's anything on my skin, which does say a lot about this foundation. I am going to leave the price up here because this was sent in PR, so I honestly don't know what the price is. So I will leave it up here, but as for my personal opinion, I think this will be great for everyday use. You're not gonna go to the extreme of wearing foundation during the times that I was, you know, wearing it today. I just wanted to test it out and really see if the foundation really matched up to his claims. And I'm definitely gonna say yes. Definitely, I would repurchase this foundation hands down, hand to God, over and over and over again. It was a great foundation. It worked very well, and I definitely give it the approval. So that is all that I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Do not forget to subscribe. The button will be down there. Do not forget to check out my last video. That'll be linked right here. Stay on the channel, have a couple laughs, learn a couple of makeup techniques, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye, guys.